Okay, we're live here for our Kinstretch class. I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes, 2 more minutes to get started. If you're tuning in, I'm just gonna adjust the camera a little bit here. So if you're tuning in, I'll give you a little bit of rundown of what we're gonna do today in class. And so we have 2 more minutes to get started. I'm just gonna check Mark, hello. And hi, Matt. We've never met in person, but I'm so glad you're joining the class. And who else? It's like a lot of people that I don't know. Hi, everyone. And then on the Motive Instagram, we have a bunch of people following as well. So I'm really glad you guys are taking the time to join in today. And just give it 1 more minute and then I'll officially start. And if you hear kind of like a weird noise, that would be my radiator. Because for some reason it's still on at this point. It's a little chilly today, but so hopefully that will not interrupt too much. So anyway, let's see who else. Okay, so I'll get to my place and we'll get started. Okay, so welcome everyone to this live stream. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining. So today, I call it Motive at Noon. So today we're gonna do a 30-minute Kinstretch class. As you may have seen, Motive has live streamed classes every day. Yesterday, Ross and Michael were teaching, so today I'm teaching a Kinstretch class, and then tomorrow, Ross and Michael are up again with a body weight, full body workout, so you should join in. So Monday through Friday. And as far as this class goes, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rundown what we're going to do, a little bit of a roadmap as far as props are concerned. And if you're on a hardwood floor or a tile floor, I would recommend a mat because we're going to do some kneeling work and sideline work. Other than that, a towel would be great. So we're going to use that to kind of create tension when we're doing our shoulder cars and hip cars. If you've taken Kinstretch before and you happen to have a lacrosse ball with you, feel free to use that if you used it before. I'm just going to put that to the side. I'll stick with the towel. And one more thing, if you happen to have a yoga block lying around, feel free to use that. We're going to do some sideline work right here, so that's kind of nice to rest the head on it. If you don't have a yoga block, use a pillow, or you can use your arm as a pillow, so that's perfectly fine. And again, if you don't have a towel, you can make a fist, so that works fine. For the class, as I said, it's 30 minutes, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a roadmap. As I said, what we're gonna do, we'll start out with some breathing, and then we'll do some spinal work, a little bit of ankles, and then we're gonna go to upper body. So today, we'll focus on shoulders and scapula. If you've seen my post on Instagram yesterday, I posted this sidelines, cars, and axial rotation sequence. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll add a little extra with a quadruped shoulder internal rotation sequence here. And then from there, we're gonna go into hip cars, sideline as well. And we'll add to that some quadruped straight leg abduction work. And then at the very end, I'll add a little bit, it's very short, short sequence kind of tying everything together that we've done in the class. All right, so let's get started. You're gonna sit on the mat. You can either be in a low kneeling position or tall kneeling or even cross-legged. We'll just do some breathing here. And just so you know, I'll kind of move around a little bit throughout the class so that you can see certain movement from different angles. You'll just stay in the position where you're at. So we're gonna start with some breathing. So place your hands right at the bottom of your rib cage. So kind of hold the hands like this and just kind of wrap around your rib cage. We're gonna take some deep breaths here. Think of inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. So you're gonna deep inhale and then exhale through the mouth. And deep inhale and exhale. And just keep going with that. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, you should feel your ribs expanding into your hands, and as you exhale, the ribs kind of float down. If you want, you can also place one hand onto your belly and just kind of feel how the belly expands as you inhale. So take 2 more breaths here. And then last one. And from here, you're going to come onto all fours. So wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And we're just going to talk about the shoulder blades for a second. So we're gonna go through spinal segmentation. So during that, you wanna be in a slightly protracted position. So you don't wanna sink down into the shoulders and retract them. So we're just gonna do a couple of retraction, protraction here. So you're gonna retract your shoulder blades, so squeeze the shoulder blades together. The chest sinks down towards the floor. And then you're gonna press the chest away, shoulder blades protract. And again, squeeze together, retraction. And exhale, protract. And do that one more time. Retraction and protraction. So hold that protraction throughout the spinal segmentation. From here, you're just going to go into full spinal flexion. You can have your toes tucked under or toes pointed. And just take 3 deep breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose. And an exhale. And really try to round your spine from head to tail 2 more times. Deep inhale. And exhale. Round a little bit more. Really drop that tailbone towards the floor. And last one. Deep inhale. And exhale. From here, go back to normal breathing. You're going to start at the tailbone. And think of tipping the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then move one segment at a time. One vertebra at a time, slowly moving into spinal extension. So take about 10 counts to move from full spinal flexion into full spinal extension. Especially here, make sure again you're not sinking down into the shoulder blades, so keep your scapula protracted. Last thing is the head that's coming up. Make sure you're not throwing the head too far back. Just keep a little bit of length in the back of the neck. And take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And we're going to reverse that. So start at the tailbone again. Tip the tailbone towards the floor. And then slowly start flexing one segment at a time. Again, take about 10 counts. Moving through the spine. Find your full spinal flexion. And then from here, you're going to tuck your toes under if you haven't tucked them under yet. Hold that spinal flexion and then hover your knees just an inch up. If you don't want to lift the knees up, just hold flexion. Take 3 more breaths. Try to flex your spine more and more and more. Inhale and exhale. See if you can round a little bit more. Think of reaching the knees down towards the floor without touching the floor and pulling your belly button up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then lower the knees down. From here, you're just going to walk your hands back towards your knees and then come into kind of a crouching position. And then from here, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to step forward a little bit so you can see me. Knees are soft. And then from here, you're going to stack your spine up. Start again at the tailbone. One segment at a time. Arms are just tangling. Slowly stack up your spine all the way up to standing. Head is the last thing that comes up. From here, I'm going to face towards you. You're going to go into a wide position here. So definitely outside the hip width. Toes are pointing straight ahead. So in this position, make sure that you're not going into lumbar extension. So go into a little bit of a posterior tilt. You're going to hold that position. And then from here, you're going to cross your arms. So opposite hands on opposite shoulders. Find a posterior pelvic tilt. From here, I want you to push the feet out to the side as if you're going to rip the mat apart and press, press, press. And now try to pull the mat together. Pull it together. You should feel that in your inner thighs, adductors. Pull together, pull together, pull together. And again, push apart, push, 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 and pull together one more time. You're going to keep pulling the mat together. Toes are pointing straight ahead. We're going to go into our T-spine T-spine cars here. From here, you're going to flex forward. So you're just moving kind of from the waist up. So the pelvis is not moving. You're keeping the pull between the legs, so pulling the legs towards each other. You're going to rotate towards the right. And then from here, you're going to tip your right shoulder down behind you towards your right back pocket. And you're going to bring the chest up towards the ceiling. From here, you're going to tip your left shoulder down towards your left back pocket. And you're going to flex forward and rotate towards the left. And bring it center. From here, you're going to reverse. Rotate towards the left. Tip the left shoulder back and down. Chest up towards the ceiling, through the center, tip the right shoulder down, and then flex and rotate to the right, and come center. Gonna do that one more time. Keep pulling the legs together, rotate to the right, tip the right shoulder back and down, chest up towards the ceiling, rotate to the left, tip the left shoulder down, rotate and flex forward to the center and rotate to the left. Tip the left shoulder back and down, chest up towards the ceiling, through the center, right shoulder dips back, and then flex forward and rotate. And come to center and bring it up. From here, we're gonna toe heel the legs in. So from here, you're gonna go internal rotation. You can bend your knees a little bit here. So toes in, heels out, and then heels in, toes out. So that's a little bit of axial rotation in the hip. Toes in, heels out, heels in, toes out, and come to parallel. I'm gonna switch direction again. From here, you're gonna bring your right leg forward. Left leg forward. I just have to make sure that you can see me. So you're gonna bring your left leg forward. So you're kind of in a kickstance position, standing nice and tall. So right heel is up, left foot is planted. And from here, arms reach forward, make fists, creating tension. And you're just gonna go all the way down. Right heel stays up, right knee stays off the floor, and bring it back up. And again, lower down. And bring it back up. Imagine your back is sliding down at a wall. And lower down. You're going to hold that. From here, you're going to open your right knee out to the side. Bring the knee down. Untuck your toes. And then sit back. Use your hands if you need to. We're going to go into a set of ankle cars. So you're going to hook your left arm underneath your left knee. I'm going to turn to the front so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to hold my right arm with my left hand and then place my right hand right on top of my shin bone so that I can make sure that my shin bone is not, my tibia is not rotating. From here, I'm going to pull my toes towards the shin and I'm going to rotate towards the big toe side. I'm going to point those toes down towards the floor. I'm going to pull my foot to the pinky side and then pull back up. And through the center to the big toe side, down towards the floor, pinky side, and pull it up. Big toe side to the floor and to the pinky side and up. We're going to reverse that to the pinky side and down through the center, big toe and up, and pinky side and down, big toe and up, One more time. Pinky side and down. Big toe and up. We're going to retrace the steps here. So use your hands on the floor if you need to. So if I use my hands on the floor, I'm just going to roll over the shin here. I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to bring my knee in and then stand up. We're going to do the other side. So right leg is forward, left foot is in a kick stance, arms are out in front, abs are tight, and then from here, lowering down and coming straight up and lower down and bring it straight up. And one more time, lower down. From here, left knee goes out to the side, knee comes to the floor, untuck your toes, and then sit back. Again, use your hands on the ground. And then from here, right arm hooks under. I'm gonna put my left hand onto my shin. I'm again facing towards you so you can see that. So from here, toes are pulling towards my shin, and then I'm gonna go to the big toe side, pointing down, and pinky side, and pull it up. Trying to create the biggest circle possible. So you can imagine you're tracing a dinner plate, or there's a ball in front of you and you're just tracing the ball here. And I'm going to reverse that. Go to the pinky side, down, and big toe side. And just make sure that you're not letting your shin bone, your tibia rotate here. And bring it up. And one more time. Point down, big toe side, and pull up. We're going to retrace the steps again here. So use your hands on the floor if you need to. If you're not using your hands, arms are out in front. You're rolling over that left shin. Tuck your toes. Knee comes up and come up to standing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the shoulder sequence. So make sure you have your towel nearby. If you're using a block for the head, just put the take the block and put your head onto the block. Otherwise, you're gonna make a pillow here with your arms. So I'm lying on my right side. My left side is up towards the ceiling. So legs are at 90 degrees here. And you're gonna reach your left arm straight forward. And just make sure that you're nice and long through the waist here. So you wanna have a little bit of space in the underneath side so you're not letting that top hip hike up. So nice and long, you can imagine you're lying up against a wall. So we're gonna go into our scapular cars here. So you're gonna pull the shoulder blade forward, bring it up towards your ear, and then squeeze it back and pull it down. And forward, and up to your ear. Squeeze it back and down. One more time. Keep squeezing that fist so you're creating tension through the arm. And pull back and down. You're going to reverse that. Squeeze your shoulder blade back, up to your ear, forward and down. Squeeze back, up to your ear, forward and down. Go one more time. Squeeze back, up to your ear, forward and down. From here, you're going to reach the arm straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to go into axial rotations. So you want to think of rotating from your upper arm bone, and rather than just moving your forearm. So keep the fist, reach straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to internally rotate here, and then externally rotate. And internally rotate, and externally rotate. So do a few more of those. Make sure that you're not getting your shoulder blade involved, so you don't want to let the shoulder drop forward. And then last one. From here, keep the arm up. You're going to spread your fingers really wide. That's just another way to create tension. From here, really think of moving through mud. You're going to pull that elbow behind your back as far as you can and as close as you can. Make sure the arm is not falling forward here. So you're trying to maintain that external rotation. And press back up. And again, pull down. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really think of squeezing your shoulder blades towards the midline. And reach up. I'm just going to switch to the other side so you can see what's happening behind my back. So from here, pulling down, pull, 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 and reach up. And last one, pull the elbow down, pull, 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 hold it there for 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1, and reach the arm up. Stay there. You're gonna grab your towel if you have it. Just gonna roll it up and squeeze it. Otherwise, you're just making a fist. From here, we're gonna go into shoulder cars, but we're gonna add a little bit of hip work here. So reach the top leg out. So you're abducting it, reaching it up towards the ceiling without crunching the waist here. So stay long through the waist, reach long through that heel. So you're in a long line, straight line from your heel to your hip to your shoulder. From here, squeeze the towel, and you're gonna reach the arm forward and bring it overhead as far as you can. Once you can't go any farther, you're gonna internally rotate. Sweep the arm back behind you. Reach back, reach back, reach back, reach back. Hold that internal rotation and then bring the arm down to your side here. Make sure that shoulder is not dropping forward. You're gonna reverse. Reach the arm straight back. Externally rotate. Sweep overhead. Bring the arm right next to your ear and bring it down. We're gonna go for one more here. Keep reaching that top leg out long. Reach the arm up, overhead, internally rotate, sweep the arm back, keep squeezing the towel or the fist down to your side, and reverse that, all the way back, externally rotate, sweep around, overhead, and down to your side. From here, if you have a towel or a ball, you're gonna bring that right behind your knee. You're gonna squeeze the towel. This hand is right on the floor, and you're gonna start with the legs stacked up and just hover the top leg up a little bit. We're gonna go into hip cars, so make sure that there's no movement in your pelvis or spine. From here, you're gonna pull the knee towards the chest, squeeze the towel, open up towards the ceiling, and then internally rotate, press that thigh back. Reach, 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 open through the front of the hip. Bring the knee down. Try to bring the knee in line with the pelvis so you're not up here, right here, and then bring it forward. We're going to go for one more in this direction. And open it up, open, open, open. Internally rotate. Press back, press, 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 press. Squeeze the towel even more. And bring it to the midline. And forward. You're going to reverse. Kick the heel straight back. Press, 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 open through the front here, squeeze the towel, and open the knee up towards the ceiling, pull the knee towards the shoulder, and then pull the knee to the midline. And again, kick the heel back, push straight back, press, 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 externally rotate, pull the knee up to the shoulder, and pull to the midline. Nice, all right. That was the first side. So we're gonna repeat the whole thing on the other side. So you're gonna lie on your left side, towel is nearby. You're gonna set up, make a pillow with your arm here. And we're gonna start again with the scapular cars here. Just gonna slide down a little bit. Okay, so arm is straight out in front. So try not to move the arm up and down or kind of in this direction. So it's almost as if you're a laser pointer and you're just pointing straight out in front of you. So nice and long through the spine here. Make sure the hips are stacked. And then from here, gonna reach the shoulder blade forward as if you're gonna punch forward. Pull the shoulder up to your ear. And then squeeze it back and pull it down. And again, reach forward. Squeeze up. Pull it back. And down one more time, keep the arm straight, reach forward, squeeze up to your ear, and pull back, and down, and then reverse that. Squeeze the shoulder blade back, pull up to your ear, reach forward, and pull the shoulder down, and squeeze back, and up to your ear, and forward, and down one more time. Squeeze back, up to your ear, and forward, and down. From here, arm is straight up towards the ceiling. We're going into the axial rotation. So again, think of moving from your upper arm bone from your humerus rather than just moving the forearm. So from here, internal rotation and an external rotation. Internal rotation and external rotation. 2 more times, internal rotation and external rotation. And last one, internal rotation and external rotation. From here, just kind of come into a neutral position with the palm facing forward, back of the hand facing towards behind you. From here, create tension by spreading your fingers really wide and then pull that elbow behind your back. Pull back, pull back, pull back, and reach back up. And again, squeeze your elbow behind you. Keep the elbow as close to your back as possible as the hand is reaching back behind you. And press back up. And 2 more times. Squeeze down. Pull, 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 pull. And press up. And last one. Squeeze back. We're going to hold that for a little bit. Squeeze back and pull for 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1, and reach up. Good. So you're going to grab your towel if you have it, or your ball, or just make a fist. We're going to go into our hip cars, but we're going to add that leg reach again. So abducted here, straight leg, reaching long. Think of reaching the heel away from you. Arm is at your side. From here, you're going to squeeze the towel, reach the arm forward. Shoulder cars here, all the way overhead. Once you can't go any farther, internal rotation. Sweep the arm back behind you. Keep internally rotating. Sweep, 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 sweep. And down to your side. Full internal rotation here. Just make sure that shoulder is not dropping forward. And reach behind you, straight back. So try not to move up here. Try to go straight back first. External rotation. Sweep the arm up. Bring it overhead. And down. Don't forget about the leg here. Second round. And reach forward and up. Reach, 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 reach. Internal rotation. Sweep it up and back. Reach as far behind you as you possibly can. Internally rotate even more at your side. And reverse. Pray straight back. External rotation here. Reach overhead. Arm right next to the ear. And bring it down. From here, towel behind your knee. This hand is just on the ground. Squeeze the towel really hard. And here you can be dorsiflex or plantar flex. Either way is fine. And then from here, you're going to start pulling the knee towards the chest as far as you can. Make sure you're not rounding your spine as you do that. And you're going to open the knee up towards the ceiling. And then internally rotate. Press the thigh back. Really think of opening through the front of the hip. And pull the knee forward. One more in this direction. Squeeze the towel, pull the knee to the chest, open up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Internally rotate, kick the heel back, reach back, press, 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 and bring it forward. You're going to reverse that for 2. Kick the heel straight back. External rotation here, and then pull that knee towards the shoulder, and then pull the knee to the chest. One more time, keep squeezing the towel, especially when you're in extension. So let's hold that for a second. Squeeze the towel a little bit more. And then open up towards the ceiling. Pull to the shoulder and to the chest. And bring it down. Okay, so that was our sideline car sequence. Now we're going to come back into the quadruped position. So I'm just going to show you from here. We're going to start on the right side. So quadruped, wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then bring the legs straight out to the side. If you do that and your hips kind of go off center, they're tilting, you may have to reach the leg back a little bit rather than out to the side. So I'm going to show that here. So if I bring my leg straight out to the side, but then my hips kind of rotate this way, you may have to reach the leg back a little bit. So that's perfectly fine. So from here, tuck your toes on the left side, and you're just going to rock back a few times here. And bring it forward, and rock back, and bring it forward. If you need to, you can also bring your left knee out to the side a little bit and bring it forward. And make sure when you're rocking back, you're not rounding or hyperextending your back. One more time, rock back and bring it forward. So you're going to set up again right over the wrist, and pelvis is right over that knee. From here, you're on the medial edge of your foot, so inside edge of your foot, and you're going to start pushing that leg down into the ground. So push straight down and hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now you're going to try to hover the leg off the ground, but you're doing that without moving your pelvis. Imagine you're balancing a glass of water on your lower back. From here, you're going to try to lift up. The leg may or may not come up. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Again, make sure the pelvis is squared off, so your hip points straight down towards the floor. So if these are your headlights, they're facing straight down. And again, push that leg straight into the ground. So you're activating your adductors here, and push down for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Again, try to lift the leg up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Square the hips off a little bit more. Push straight down into the ground. Hold it and press. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hover the leg up, hold it. Either just hold, or if you can, 8 small circles in each direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Nice. All right, let's do the other side. So the other side may be different. So maybe on the second side, you can have the leg straight out, or maybe you had it straight out on the first side, and now you have to bring the leg back a little bit. So same setup, on all fours, bring the leg out to the side, tuck your toes to start out with. I'm just gonna rock back, and you're trying to maintain a nice flat back here rather than rounding. And come forward, and again, rock back. And bring it forward. 2 more times, and rock back. And bring it forward. And last one, rock back. And bring it forward, hold it. Wrist underneath the shoulders. That right knee is right underneath the pelvis. And you're gonna start pushing down with that left leg. So push it into the ground, so you should feel your inner thigh activating. And push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the leg long, and then try to hover it up without tilting the pelvis or bending the knee. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And again, push straight down. Square off your hips again if they tilted a little bit, and push for 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Keep the pelvis stable. And hover that leg out, reach for 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Last one, and push straight down, and push a little harder. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2. Last one, hover the leg up, keep the pelvis squared off. 8 small circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, leg is long, 3, 2, 1, reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, almost done. So we're at the little movement sequence that we're gonna do, just a few minutes. We're gonna, it's gonna be lateral lunges, but with the upper body, we're gonna do a swimmer hover. So I'm just gonna show you what the swimmer hover is. So you're starting here, you're lifting your hands off your head, reach into a high diagonal, internally rotate, sweep the arms back, hands on your lower back, wherever you can place them. Gonna give you the side view here, pressing the hands straight back, reach the arms, externally rotate, sweep up, hands behind the head. We're actually going to do that in a lateral lunge position right here. So we're going to start out, we're going to go to the right. So from here, standing hip width apart, you can just bring the, actually let's do with the hands behind the head just to, so we have the hands already placed. So hip width apart, from here, just going to lunge over to the right, push off and come back. And lunge to the right, push off and come back. 2 more times, lunge to the right, push off and come back. Last one, lunge to the right. So you're going to hold that lunge position, going to turn to the side. So in the lunge position, bring your torso parallel to the floor right here. You're in that lunge, hold the lunge. We're going to do 2 swimmers. So lift your hands off the head, high diagonal, internally rotate, sweep the arms back, bend at the elbows, hands on your lower back. Press the hands straight up towards the ceiling. Extend your arms, externally rotate, sweep the arms forward, bend at the elbows behind your back. 1 more time. Hands lift up, reach into the diagonal, internally rotate, sweep the hands back, bend at the elbows on your lower back. Last one, press straight up, extend your arms, sweep around, hands behind your head, and push off and come center. All right, last little bit, other side. So we're gonna go to the left. Hands behind your head, lateral lunge, and push off, and lateral lunge, and push off. 2 more. Lateral lunge, push off, and last one, lateral lunge. From here, bring the torso parallel to the floor, hold that lunge position. Hands behind your head, lift up, extend into the high diagonal, internally rotate, sweep around, reach, reach, bend at the elbows, hands placed on your lower back. Press straight up, extend your arms, sweep around, forward, bend at the elbows behind your head. Last one, lift your hands up, reach into the high diagonal, internally rotate, sweep around, reach the arms up, bend at the elbows, place on your lower back, press the hands straight up, extend the arms, sweep forward, diagonal, hands behind your head, and push off. All right, so lie on your back. Knees are either bent, legs are straight, arms are at your sides. We're just gonna do a little bit of breathing. So we're gonna do a cycle of 5 count inhale through the nose, 10 count exhale through the mouth. So everyone take an inhale and an exhale. And we're gonna start together and inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now exhale everything out. Exhale, 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 exhale. And then just go back to normal breathing. And we are all done. Thank you so much everyone for joining. And remember, if you want to donate for this class, you can do so on Venmo to @MotiveNY. So all donations are very welcome. As far as our schedule, as I said, tomorrow Ross and Michael are up again with body weight, full body workout. And in my next Kinstretch class, it's gonna be on Sunday at 12 o'clock. So if you have any comments, any requests for Sunday, or if you have any questions about the class today, please feel free to message me and I'll get back to you. So let me see who is still here. Carlos Experience, hi guys, and Matt, thank you so much. Talita, awesome, thank you so much for joining in. And okay, thank you so much. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna end the live feed. If you have any questions, you know where you can reach me. All right, bye everyone.